And bam! How's it going, family? How's it going? Once again, it's the Xerox Twins going live for the bereaved, sick, and shut in. Bruh, we always got something going on. What do we have going on today?
Man, listen again, as we promised. You know what I'm saying? Tonight, Wednesday night, and every Wednesday night, we have the best live ever.
Best live ever.
What we love, we laugh. And we learn how to live our best lives together. And hey, man, tonight we have a show that is epic. Why? Because, man, that we have been, there has been rumors.
It's been a long time coming.
And rumors are rumors in the dance community that we want to resolve, that we want to address. And so what we do, we bring on the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? Bro called them out philosophers. Right.
Yeah, lovers of word.
The lovers of word. We bring on the best of the best. We got on tonight someone that we revere to the utmost, right? And we got some feminine energy tonight, bro.
Oh man,
right? Love the fact that hey man, she bring truth to the forefront. And so what we're going to do, we're going to talk about some things. Of course, family, we're about the upliftment of fallen humanity. This is not something that we bring it about to downtrodden, downrate, or degrade anyone of no sorts whatsoever.
If nothing else, we're bringing awareness to different ideas.
Right. And so again, this is what we're about. And so we're asking you guys to comment, like, share, and follow all Xerox Twins social media. That's Xerox start with a Z and ends with a Z. Make sure that you guys, again, make comments. Let us know what you believe, what you've been taught, what you've been told, and what have you. Because hey, man, this is you are the most important part of this panel, and we wanted to again extend that and let you be aware of that. What we're doing, we're speaking tonight about swing dancing. My mom used to call it swing out, fast dancing back in their days. So again, we're going to bring to the forefront what we're dealing with is the dance community. And hey, what we want to do is get on one accord. We want some understanding, get on one accord, right? That this dance may continue to be exactly what it was originally made to be. And we wanted to, more than anything, to be have staying power and continue to be. So again, we're going to talk about some of the greats and what have you. Some of the instructors. We're going to talk about some of the dance, the dance. What do you call it? Competitions and what have you. The events that's coming up.
Right,
man. Listen, we are in again for a treat tonight.
Yes.
A treat tonight. Again, family, we're here going live.
Man, you know this might be an ongoing saga.
Man, of course it is.
Because there's so many people have so many different ideas.
Right.
So many input of the dance itself.
You
know, and we can't just
we're not going to be biased about it, man. And hey, man, and this again, this show is for you. This is not about us. We're just merely the host, and hey, we're looking forward to making it happen.
Right.
All right, family. Hey, man, listen. Without further ado, we're going to allow one of our guests to introduce themselves. Why, bro?
Man, because they know themselves better than we know them.
All right.
But hopefully after we get them and get her in, but that goddess, after we get her in, maybe we'll learn her a little bit more.
That's it. All right. Hey, how's it going? Again, we're live, the best live ever. Hey, man, what we love, we laugh, and we learn how to live our best lives together, right? We are all learning. Twin and I, we are about the upliftment of fallen humanity. So again, man, listen, we don't deal with negativity. We're all about positivity. And the reason I say progressive. Okay, then so let's reinstate that because I say even if we talk about the ills, the hurts of whatever we're talking about, you know what I'm saying? When we can bring about a solution, right? A change or solution. Hey, man, this is what it's about.
It's about progression.
Exactly. Again, family, without further ado, we allow them to introduce themselves. Why, bro?
Because she know herself better than we know her.
Well, tell us who you are and why you're here tonight.
Well, good evening. Good evening. I am Honey Locks, 92% to the Swing Out community. I am here just to do what I do, share my truth and chime in on Swing Out.
Oh, wow. Man. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Well,
listen,
I like that 92%. Boy, they're getting it, boy.
Y'all don't know the story behind that 92%.
Oh, man. Wow. Maybe we need to we need to lend an ear.
But that's very high octane, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. Again, family, make sure that you like, share, and follow. Share this post, right? Because again, we got Miss Janet. Man, listen. Again, I revere her to the utmost, and we're not going to overlook you guys in the comments. This is why I have this in my hand, because you guys are just as much a part of this as we are.
Yeah.
And so, hey, we want to know what you think about it and what you think about us. You know what I'm saying? The twins of the dance community. Honey Locks, you know what I'm saying? Born of the same mother, have the same father. Boy, but we dance completely different, right? But we're going to talk about that. Again, tell us what brought you into the dance community.
I would say ex-baby daddy. Not a real ex-baby daddy, but I was introduced to dance on a date. And so when I went to the I think it was Forever Swing, the very first place, I was looking at everybody dancing and I was like, oh, that's interesting, right after COVID or whatnot. And so then he took me over to Rissy's, went over there, and I was like, oh man, it's even more people doing that dance. What is that? And so after seeing it, I just went to a class and it's been history from there.
Man, wow, that's awesome. Man, thank you so much for coming. You know what I'm saying? We love your energy, right? That smile. And not only that, you've taught me and told me a lot, believe it or not, even in the dance community. We learn from everybody. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is why I revere Miss Janet so much. Miss Janet told me, I'm not going to show you nothing till you come to class. But we're going to work this thing out. Like I explained to her, I didn't take class. I learned on the dance floor. And I believe that dance is an individual relationship to whomever you dance with. And so, Miss Janet, I'm expecting for you to teach me how to dance with you, babe. But again, I know and understand the foundation, and we're going to talk a little more about that with our next guest, about the foundation of the dance. But we want to talk a little bit to you about the dance community itself, how the flow of the socialization. And we know that you deal with both swing out and stepping as well. Can I ask you what is the difference, or is there a difference in those two dances in that community as well?
Absolutely. It is a difference between swing out and stepping, and quite a few people like to say, oh, they're the same, it's the same count. No, that's a lie. That's not true, right? They are two totally different dances, two total different cadences to the dance, right? The counts are similar, but they're not similar when you're putting your feet to the count, right? Whereas the dance communities, they're the same. It's like a big family. You know how family is. Sometimes we get along, sometimes we don't get along. As I like to say, we fall out to fall right back in. And so we have the same thing over there, stepping community, as we have in swing out. Swing out is indeed my first love. And so when I left it for about a year just to focus on stepping, I came back and I'm connecting with the guys to dance, and I'm like, wait, hold on. I mean, what happened in a year? So in a year, it was such a significant change in a year just for me. And I was trying to figure out like what had happened. And so as I start asking people what happened, what we gonna do in a family, we're gonna start pointing fingers, right? We're gonna say this person, that person, this person, that person. And so I'm like, oh, okay. So as I dance with the guys and I'm seeing the differences, I would ask them like, what class you go to?
Wow.
Wow. That is right.
Right. So in asking them that, they would share. And on the dance floor, I'm not gonna have a conversation with a guy and say, this is how I feel about this instructor, or this is how I feel about that, or this is right, this is wrong. But I just start taking note of it and actually paying attention to it. And then I start asking my instructor and the instructors I trust what happened. And so in those conversations, just hearing how people start teaching their style, they start teaching their definition of swing out, start putting their spin on what they want to, as I like to say, camouflage musicality as swing out, when there is no basic to the dance. You're just doing whatever it is you want to do in the name of swing out. And so that's what I'm seeing a lot of. Is very disheartening. People ask me all the time, why do you like stepping better than you like swing out?
Ooh.
And it's not I like stepping better than I like swing out. To me, stepping makes sense. No matter how people say we're doing new school stepping, old school stepping, the basics are still the basic. The foundation is still the foundation, no matter what you're connecting with. But in swing, I find myself on the floor and I look up at a guy and I'll do it in a minute and stop, be like, okay, what we doing? The start off ain't the start off. We out there rocking. I'm like, okay, when you became a stepper, oh, okay, you're swinging out. Like, wait, what? What just happened, right? And so the dances or just swing out is not what it was. And I couldn't figure out how it changed in a year. So I can only imagine how you guys feel about how it's changed.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that's wow. Yeah, I was about to ask you that same thing. You was asking different swing out instructors. So when you was asking that mean that you could tell the difference from each guy that you dance with, that they dance with different, they learn from different instructors. Is stepping so concise until can you tell that with the stepping community as well?
Well, it depends. I'll use Dallas as an example since I'm here in Dallas. People who go to class here in Dallas, you can tell who their teacher is. I mean, you just know who they went to, right? Because they're teaching them to be robotic. When I started going out to Chicago, that's when you find out if you really are Chicago stepping or you just around here saying that you're stepping, right? And so the dance over there for me, the reason I go jump a plane, as I like to say so much, and go to the Midwest is because stepping in the Midwest and with those people over there is not the same experience that we get from our everyday steppers here in Dallas. Now, don't get me wrong. It's quite a few steppers here in Dallas that are dancing. They are stepping, but they don't come out, right? And so those of us that are out and dancing, we're not traveling. We're not going to the Midwest. We're not getting that authentic Chicago dance or that Chicago feel, nor getting trained by people who are teaching the authentic dance. And so that's when things start getting muddled to where it's like, okay, they think they're stepping, but they're actually not stepping. And then go take a flight and go to Chicago and dance with the people over there and see, where you really are in your dance.
Oh, wow. Of course, family, we're here, we're live. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what we do, we share who we are. And all we ask you to do is you share who we are as well. Make sure that you push the share button right there in the left-hand corner, right? Because we want to be able to reach not just you, we want to reach your mothers. We want to reach your aunts and your cousins, right? Hey, man, guess what? We want to reach the world because we have something to say, something to deliver. And we got Honey Locks on the line right now. You know what I'm saying? She has something to say too as well. And if those of you who want to come on the show and say what you want to say, do what you do, man. We deal with the talent, the resources, man, the businesses, the life experiences of all sorts. We deal with it all, but again,
the accomplishments as well.
Exactly, man. Accolades, graduations, or what have you. So again, hey, all we ask you to do is share, put share. Make sure that you share this post. Honey Locks, listen, babe. Behind us, man, we got the dancers behind us, the competitions and all that. And I know that you are well-rounded and what have you. Tell us a little bit about the competitions and stuff that you have experienced, and what are they like, and what they are they to you as well?
Okay, let me give my disclaimer first. For my Chicago Stepping family, y'all know I am a beginner, right? I will be 3 years here in June, so don't y'all try to come for me, because y'all know what'll happen if y'all do. For my Scout family, y'all already know the deal, right? Y'all know when I started dancing in 2021. But I have such strong opinions. I just had to give my disclaimer, because again, the instructors in which I learned from, in the circle of trust in which I was in, I was exposed to way more than somebody who's been in the swing out community as short amount of time as I have been exposed to. Now let's get to my opinions on this competition. For me, I went to ISDC one time in 2022. It was, I'm gonna call it what I called it. I wasn't thoroughly impressed, and that goes against the grain for everybody else who speaks on ISDC. I'm gonna say why I was not thoroughly impressed. Well, let's say why I was impressed. Let's say this first. To bring together multiple dance styles in one setting is impressive, right? Because you have Chicago Stepping, Houston two-step, DFW swing out, Lindy Hop, all those dances, West Coast swing, all those dances under one roof. And so Miss Tina does a good job bringing everybody together for that. And so we will give kudos for that.
Right.
What I was not impressed with was when it's time to judge people, right? My take, if anybody's being judged, and I can speak on it because I asked the direct question. The direct question was, and I asked the head judge, I said, I want to know, how can somebody who does not know how to Chicago step sit on a panel and judge Chicago stepping?
Ooh, wow.
How can
somebody, deep,
do Houston two-step, judge them? And the response to me was that, you don't have to know how to do the dance to be able to judge the dance. They're looking at different components of just dancers. And I looked and I say, did he just tell me some bull? Right to my face, right? It's like, no, I can't sit and judge West Coast swing. I don't know a thing about West Coast swing, and I wouldn't dare say I could sit and judge West Coast swing because I don't know the foundation of the dance. So how can I judge something and I don't know the foundation? Now, not to make anybody who has won a competition in 2022, 2021, or 2023 feel some type of way at ISDC, but those people judging those other categories of, like in Chicago stepping and all of that, look at the competition that was there. Now, in the last year and going forward, the Stepper family, my Stepper family, didn't realize there's some money out there, right? To go steal the money. So they've now started saying, okay, we're going to ISDC. They only going to ISDC to steal the money, because it ain't a party like a Stepper party. I'm gonna call it what it is. It ain't a party like a Stepper party, right? They going to steal the money because they see who's in the contest, what the competition is. We have our swing out family who do multiple dances, right? They do DFW swing out, they do some stepping. So they get in the contest and then they win the contest and then they walk around with a big head. And it's like, but who was in the contest? Who was the judges of the contest? And then when you go look at it, and I'm the person, I went and looked at the scorecards that they posted. Was it last year? I went and looked at the scorecard, and you got instructors judging in the Jack and Jill judging their own students. And when you look at the scorecards, you see the bias. You're looking at the dance and you see the bias. And then once they get closer toward the end, then they start trying to judge it right. But you judged it wrong long enough to get them to the finals.
Right.
Right. And you look at the dance, and the dance is not representative of what they gave them. And so I did a little live and I talked about it. I talked about it. And lo and behold, it wasn't 2 days later, they went live talking about ISDC and they addressed everything I talked about.
Wow. That's awesome. But that's what this is about, Honey Locks, to tell the truth, Miss Nana too. It's about bringing the awareness that people are disgruntled, they're not completely satisfied. And so what we want to do, again, get an understanding about what's going on and what have you. You and I spoke all day today, you know what I'm saying? Had a great conversation. And of course, again, I continue to learn from you. Thank you so much for being in this community and helping us all. Whether it's on your live or whether it's on the dance floor, you are a great help to us all. Bro, I
think it's always about truth seekers.
Yeah.
And one thing about it, I'm finding that that's what you do. You come and tell the truth.
Right.
And just I know your tongue is beautiful because you don't bite it.
Oh my God, there you go.
Y'all don't get my jokes.
No, we don't. But anyway, Honey Locks, you know what I'm saying? Of course, bro, we have another guest as well. First of all, family, make sure that you share this live. How do we find you, Honey Locks? We know that just your Facebook page, or you on any other platforms or what have you, because hey man, your words are very, very important. And your honesty, I just put it like that. Your honesty is revered by us, and the reason that you are here with us, Twin and I, we don't backbite, we don't deal with nobody that we are not going to stand behind.
Right.
And so this is why you're here with us. How do we find you?
Honey Locks on Facebook. I'm incognito, as I like to say. I speak the truth, therefore so much that I that's it, that's all. Honey Locks on Facebook, and the funny part about it, more people find me than I find them. And so I find that kind of like what you guys do, going live for the bereaved, sick, shut-in people who can't get out, and just kind of share information. I just try to say the things that people don't have the courage to say, that they want to say. I tell people all the time, and I don't make this up. People come to my inbox all the time. They'll call me on the phone all the time with an issue that they want somebody to talk about, but either they have a dog in the fight, and what I mean by that, they're an instructor, or they got a business or something like that, and they don't want to ruffle any feathers. They'll tell me what the situation is. Some things they'll talk to me about, and I'm not going to address it because, it's not worth talking about. But then things that's like instructors and coming on talking about different issues that y'all hear me talk about, it's because somebody has dropped it in my inbox or called me on the phone and have expressed some type of interest. And then other things, if it just flashes across my Facebook and it's ridiculous, I'm just going to go talk about it.
You ain't talking about those frozen dogs, are you?
Listen to me. Listen, y'all. And look, Twin, you said my tongue is beautiful. It was colorful for that.
Wow.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We got another guest coming through.
Yeah, and before and make sure that you stay here with us. What we want to do, if you have time, what we want to do is bring on another guest.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I must say, the main reason that this guy's on here is that he is genuine in wanting to make this community the best possible.
Yes.
Not only that, he's genuine in his spirit, and what's most that I admire is that he's receptive. Hey man, we're going to allow bro, because we guess what? We ain't gonna introduce this man. Why?
Now we gotta let him introduce himself because we know himself better than we know him.
Right. And so we're going to bring on our next guest to join us. And again, we need this. We need this conversation, and we need for you guys to share. Make sure that you share, like, subscribe, follow, whatever. Make the comments. Oh, let me get these comments, man, because we don't want to leave out the most important people on this live. Of course, Mr. Morris, man, listen, thank you so much, Morris, man, for being there, being out and doing what you do. You know what I'm saying? DJ Swing, Mr. Morris. Y'all make sure that y'all check him out. And Alicia Reed, you know what I'm saying? Our famous, she's become famous for being our greatest supporter. Yes, babe, you know we are here to teach you this dance whenever and however. And we're going to bring on an instructor as well. Dwayne, I see you there as well. An instructor, Nicole. How's it going, Nicole? I remember when Nicole first started dancing. Oh my. Listen, she's phenomenal now. Again, it's amazing to watch and see them grow. How's it going, Regina, Miss McCoy? Much love and respect, and our bodyguard. Y'all don't forget. Hey, man, listen, we got people that love us enough to take take a bullet. You already know it, man. Listen, man. Again, our bodyguard.
We'd rather get one, but you know,
but I'm saying
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Hey, family. Really again, we're bringing on our next guest because we don't want to get too late in the hour without listening to the instructor's perspective of this dance, and because we want all components, right? And this is not our last conversation, because we know how imperative it is for us, not only for those coming into dance, those being in dance, and especially for those who came up with the dance, the originators of this dance, how imperative and how important it is for this dance to continue throughout the duration of
the world,
man, throughout the duration of eternity. Again, hey, man, we're going to bring them on now.
Hope you didn't fall asleep on us.
Did our engineer fall asleep? Hey, man, boy, look at here. Up jumped the boogie.
Bro, look at that.
And up jumped the boogie. Hey, man.
Listen, bro.
Hey.
I thought I had a big smile. Boy, look at that.
How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing?
All is well, man. Of course, man. Thank you again for joining us, man.
With your presence.
Yeah, with your energy, man.
Us with your presence.
Again, family, we're here. Make sure that you share who we are. And not only that, we allow our guest to introduce himself. Why, bro?
Man, because he know himself better than we know him.
Man, listen, we're going to allow you to tell us who you are and why you're here.
Man, I'm here because y'all invited me, but I'm really thankful for being invited. What's going on, Honey Locks? What's going on? My name is DeMark Love. I go by D Love. I'm just here about the dance, man. I'm here about trying to get this dance to move forward, man. And I'm just glad that y'all invited me to speak on your platform. So I'm very thankful for that.
Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I have been pronouncing your name wrong. And don't think I haven't been talking about you, right? I thought it was.
Wait, you can say what you want, but spell my name.
Spell my name. As long as you spell it right, please.
You know but of course, man, it's all in good faith and in good words and what have you. Mm-hmm. And again, man, you're here mainly because we trust who you are, right? With our platform, our people, mm-hmm. and the D-Love don't mean just nothing, man. Of course, man, it speaks volume. Tell us, hey man, how were you introduced? What was attractive about dance, and what got you here?
Well, let's start from here. I've always been a dancer. From hip hop dance when I was younger. My mom's been dancing since I was a baby. My mom has done it on the biggest pedestal of dance that you can, from inaugural balls to television shows and all sorts of things, right? So dance was always in my blood. So I got into swing out from a friend of mine named Freddie. He found a class that was done every Wednesday for the instructors of SSFD, which is Chris, Yancey, and Sharika. He found the class. He told me about it, went there on Wednesdays at the Sterling Hotel. Fell in love with the class. And once I fell in love with the class, I never missed the class. So I was every day swing out. So rain, sleet, or snow, I was there. And end up, learning this dance. I graduated advanced. So I didn't graduate beginner or intermediate. I graduated advanced because I learned this dance fairly fast. And I was learning this so fast, it was like they wasn't giving me enough. I was like, okay, I need more. So there's a lot of guys, a lot of people who have been dancing longer than me that was teaching me more. After that, end up dancing that, then coming up with my own class, which is D-Town Swing, that I've been having for a very long time. So I've been thankful that it's steady, been growing and everything. So it's been a blessing just, being able to, move this dance forward.
Man, listen, what didn't they have like first Fridays or something, man? We used to
second Saturday.
Boy, look at here, man.
Second Saturday at the Penthouse, yeah.
Yeah,
great times.
We used to, man, I used to love that. But I thought they had something on a Friday. It might be a little bit before your time, but we used to go to over in Arlington, Pantego. Listen, man, I used to, Pantego. I think it was there. Sharika probably have to remind me when it was or whatever. Right, because I used to, I was attracted to the way that she would line dance. She always had it down to the T. I was like, man, she
had a finesse about herself.
Right.
That you would notice it from across the room. It's
exactly.
just a finesse.
Right.
And I think I heard you say it earlier this week because I watched you live as well. There's a certain poise that one must have. You follow me?
Yes.
And it's just like when I watch you, that's something that you have, and I have to hand it to you. I mean, the first time I saw you dance, I said, that guy right there, he's poised. He's holding his structure proper. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
And so, that's what I had to hand you your props, man. You started off with the right statute.
Thank you.
That's what
right. We got Dominique on as well. Tell us a little bit about instructing. What is it like to you? Of course, we're gonna get into the rumors that's going around. The reason I call them rumors is because, again, we haven't had no real conversation.
Exactly.
Right. And so again, we have to come into close and stop, instead of the rumors, start communicating.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. And so tell us a little bit about what is it like being an instructor, and name some of the few and what have you. What is considered an instructor?
I'm gonna say this: instructing for me has been amazing. The one thing that I've loved seeing people get something that they never thought they can do. And the thing of it is the joy when you see them learn it and they actually get out there social dance, or you finally see them like social dancing and doing things they never thought. That's what makes me and my crew so happy. We love to see our students grow. It's not about the money. And that's one stereotype I want people to understand, because we know as instructors, we do not get paid a whole lot. So let's make that clear. Nobody's getting rich off of instructing, right? But we do it because not only we love to dance, but we love to see people grow and see this dance grow. So instructing, that's the joy it gives me. It has its good days and bad days, but you'll never know, because as soon as I hit that studio, I'm in a happy mood. That's my happy place. So, it to me it's just been truly amazing. Being an instructor.
That's awesome.
Wow. Man, listen, again, thank you so much for coming. Tell us that because again, we have to address the downs of what's going on, which is the mainly why we're here.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what you consider the basics. You and I was talking a bit, and you spoke about the old school and the new school. And from what I gathered, I think that we are missing a piece of the puzzle. What is your understanding about right? What's old school and what's new school?
This is my thing. To me, I think it's swing out. A full turn's a full turn, a half turn's a half turn, all the things that we do, right? Which are 6 basic moves to do this dance called swing out. Now, the one thing that I see of a lot of, as y'all say, old school do is they rotate the dance a lot, right? But a lot of the moves, as far as full turns and half turns, you can't rotate them. You rotate the dance off a transition, right? That's where you get the transition with over rotation. That's how you get the dance to circle, right? So the thing of it is that with new school is what a lot of people are doing is they want to keep the dance sliding, going north and south, right? And the thing of it is that it's unrecognizable because people think it's West Coast, but West Coast, I do that. I'm learning that also. West Coast and swing out is totally different. But if people start to circle the dance a little bit more, now it can be recognized as swing out. So the thing of it is that to me, it's no different from old school to new school because the 6 basic steps are the 6 basic steps. Nothing's changing in what we're doing. Right. I think the only thing that's happening is that now we're starting to add a little bit more of personality to the dance. Now, do I agree with what everybody do? No, I don't. But is that their personality? Yes, it is. Right. I'm pretty sure when people see y'all dance, you go out there, y'all cut up. I love watching y'all dance. Right. But other people might be saying, hey, they doing too much because people tell me, hey, he's doing too much. Right. But the dance is about what you feel, but y'all are still doing what? Your 6 basic steps of the dance, period. And so my goal is to be like, okay, these are the 6 basic steps. How can we go from here and come to a common ground, come to the middle so we can make sure this dance move forward, right? That's my goal. My goal is to make sure that the legends, the originators, when they're no longer here, they have something that's always going to live forever, right? If somebody go and Google or Chat GPT swing out, we have 6 basic steps and we have the history of the dance. Right now, we don't have none of that.
Right.
If you Google swing out, whatever you want to call it, Fort Worth swing out, DFW, whatever it's called, right? If you go Google it right now, nothing comes up. So now all this talk about this and that, we're talking with nobody's no longer here. Now what happens, right? So my thing is I want to honor them by like, hey, let's come to a meeting point, right? Let's come to what are the 6 basic moves, right? What are these things? So that way when this dance is moving, which I want this dance to be national and international, right? When this dance is moving, people can go online or go to, again, Google and see the history of this dance. So that's my goal, period.
All right. Well, let me kind of ease your mind right quick. So that is not really what old school or original and new school is. Okay. So you're thinking that it's the 6 basic steps. Well, there was no 6 basic steps in original swing out. Right? They got out there and they danced. Now they have those steps, but it was a sway in between those steps that made it different from what made it different from what is considered new school. And so old school probably couldn't do the 6 basic steps as we know it now. And so there came a time when they brought in the counting, which made it and put everybody on the same accord. And so what's happening now is that is even being more or less watered down, or there's becoming too many steps or not enough steps or over rotation or holding hands or what have you that makes it that it kind of gets it off. And what I mean by that is original swing out, they learned on the dance floor. Or on a doorknob, or with a towel, or a sock, or a belt or what have you, just holding it and doing what they do.
Yeah.
And so what they end up doing, I guess what late 90s or something, bro?
The early 90s.
Early 90s, they came in and they gave it a count.
Yeah.
They gave it a
They
count,
gave
made
it structure.
structure to make it universal.
Yeah.
Right. So they tapered it off
To
a little
make it
bit.
easy. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so again, so it's not the additives of, so swing out is swing out. We got your 6 basic steps, 7, which is the start off. And so we got the 6 basic steps. And so that for us, we believe that it should be standard in all teaching and all instructing. It should be standard. What's becoming is they are taking those 6 basics out of the teaching and teaching style versus steps.
Okay.
And that's okay.
Okay.
That's what
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. We're conversating. Come on.
Okay. So the thing of it is this. I want this to be clear. Everybody is not going about it this way. So we need to make sure that, I get that some people do it the way they want to do it. I get that. I see that also. I'm not going to be blind to it. But the way in dance with my mother, right? My mother, one thing is always talked about structure in a dance. One thing you got to have in every dance is connection, right? And as you grow into being a great dancer, you learn more and more of structure and how framing, connection, spotting, eye contact, all these things play a major part, right? And the one thing I talked to you earlier about, you was like, hey, I learned on my own, basically, right? I learned by getting out there, doing what I'm doing, right? Which is nothing wrong with that. But also, we got to get to the point of things are different now. People want to know the when, what, where's, and whys of why things are happening, right? So when, like you said, when Swing Out came up with a count, to me, when structure comes, it makes people understand things a different way, right? Because everybody don't have the ability to be like, okay, I'm finna go get a belt, I'm finna go get a rope, I'm finna get to this doorknob and do it. Everybody's not built like that. So the thing of it is that when you add structure to the dance, this is when the dance can start moving, right? Now, the thing that I want to get done is having, what are the 6 basic moves? Let's get a syllabus of, this is the 6 basic moves, this is what it's called, and let's move forward. Right?
Let me add.
I agree with you. I wasn't saying that from the original to the new structure wasn't needed. And I understand. And you know what I'm saying? The reason that I chose to learn is because I do just about everything like that. I never been a follower. And so even when I went to the streets, I went to the streets, right?
Exactly.
Right. And that's just the way that I learned. And but no, I understand exactly what you're speaking of. And the structure made it where we can do certain things that old school can't do, original can't do. And so again, no, I'm with you on that.
Okay.
And our thing is we want to again make sure that everybody teach at least those 6 basics the way that they supposed to be taught. I don't care if you jumping off the moon. You know what I'm saying? Doing that dance, right? At least let's give them a foundation of your foot need to be on the ground because I move you accordingly. And if your foot is not there, we're gonna have a problem.
Right.
I totally agree.
Yeah, let me get my summation on the conversation. From my plight of watching, when I first started, I did go to a class many years ago, which it was necessary. I could already swing, but it was necessary because I wanted to learn the structure. You follow me? And so what I noticed about Swing Out is Swing Out, the old school way, is done in a circle of motion. Then they come in with West Coast. West Coast is in a straight line. So West Coast to me was the man moving to the side and running the woman down the line, or he's standing in front of her and both of them running in the same direction. Slots.
Right.
That's basically what it was.
The dancer slotted in West Coast. Yes, it is.
Okay. And so what I noticed was they had people start making connecting the two, which made it difficult because somebody's thinking slotted while the other one's swinging. And so this is where I assumed that the count got misconstrued. You follow me? Because, like I say, the hand connection is a hand dance. You know, dance all night till you get it right. Hand dance. So it was a hand dance that if you don't know the hand language, then it's hard to direct, you know, the female that you're dancing with, or the female to read where the male wanted her to go.
Okay.
So this is where I believe the disconnect was when it comes to the old school and new school trying to mesh together, and it just didn't match. So now we have this. I don't know. It's now we're looking at it as if the instructors was doing something wrong when, you know, to me it wasn't exactly the instructors. You follow me? It was, but like I say, if you don't know, if the instructors don't,
it all falls on the teacher regardless.
If the instructors don't know the difference, you follow me? Because just think about this: instructors have a way of swinging or a way of West Coasting. Okay, the student goes from one instructor to the next, and they get in different ways of learning that. So they are meshing what they're learning in different classes.
Okay.
You get it?
I hear what you're saying. Let's put a pin right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a thing that I want everybody who's watching, everyone who's here right now. I do both dances, right? I know swing out, which is my first love. I'm learning West Coast, right? I'm actually about to get ready to compete in West Coast. West Coast and swing out are totally different. I promise you. If I dance with somebody West Coast, they're not going to catch it. I promise you. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to catch it, right? So the thing of it is, you were saying a hand dance, like there's people who these ladies are not following. The dance is lead follow, right? So if the lead is leading this person, she should be able to follow, right? That's the dance, right? That's anything. Lead follow, right? So if people understand connection, 9 times out of people ain't teaching connection the correct way. Let's be real. People are not teaching connection. People think just because you hold hands, you connected. No, not at all. You're not connected. But if you grab your lady hand and say, baby, come with me, and you grabbed and you walk, that's connection, right? She followed you, right? That's lead follow. So the thing of it is that we have to really understand that we got to stop saying West Coast. We're not doing West Coast and swing. Now, if people adding West Coast moves and certain things, they're trying. They're trying because they see it. Are people trying to do certain things with the footwork and stuff like that? They're trying. Do it make sense? No, it don't, but they're doing it, right? So the thing of it is that we're trying to get things under control where, like with our students, we train our students to be able to dance with everybody, not just us, but old school, new school, everybody, because that is the end goal. You should be able to dance with anybody, no matter what they give you, period, point blank. That is the goal, right? So the thing of it is like, people understand, West Coast is not happening in swing out. That's my main thing. West Coast is not happening.
That's exactly what I was trying to convey. That's exactly what I was trying to convey. They try to mesh it together, and that's where it get disconnected. That's what I was trying to convey.
Yes, sir.
You know, in so many words.
100 Locks, I know you and I had a discussion earlier, and you was talking about how, what were you saying about the lead? What the women try to make it where they do the lead now? What was it? What was the name of that you said?
well, first, let me get my comment on that real quick. What DeMarc said, I absolutely agree with. They're not West Coasting. What has happened is you have people that went and took 1 or 2 West Coast classes. They are teaching their students how to commingle all these dances, and so when those people get on the floor, they are mimicking what they think is West Coast, but putting it into swing out, thereby putting poop in the pool. Right now. So that's my comment on that. So the instructors, the ones that I know, are not teaching West Coast, they're teaching swing out. It's just when we go to these other specialty classes, right? They're teaching musicality or camouflaging it as musicality and actually commingling the dances. Now back to what we talked about, Twin. Back leading. So it was a live on another show, and they were discussing back leading. And I sat there and I listened, and I'm like, okay, what the hell is back leading? What is that? And so as they explained it, it was pretty much in the dance, the lady, kind of takes, over the dance, and I quote, sometimes you just want to do something in the dance. So, you just do what you're going to do. You take the lead. No, ma'am. That's hijacking. That's hijacking the dance. Now, y'all talked about connections. Y'all talked about signals. I agree with DeMarc. Signals are not taught in class. All these people going to these so-called camps and labs and all this crap, and they teaching them how to have musicality, but nobody is teaching them how to tell the lady with their hands what it is they need to be doing. The ladies are pretty much just doing what they want to do because some instructor or instructors told them that they can do what they feel in the dance because of the music. And then we got these people that say we just having fun. Well, hell, your fun ain't my fun. If you just over there doing your 6 West Coast moves, I'm doing my 6 swing out moves, and now we look like we having a whole fight on the dance floor. And so what's really going on is I continue to blame the instructors. I blame them all. Why? I blame instructors that know better because they won't speak out on it. They say we spoken out on it before and they're going to do what they're going to do. I blame the people that started teaching and stopped coming out because they say, well, I don't know what that new school is, so I'm just not coming out no more. Because what happens is those that do old school dancing, we don't see it anymore. So then we think all that crap that they teaching when people go camping, when they teaching all of that, they don't know that the dance is not that because we're not giving them examples. And then Twin, when they see y'all dancing, they're not solid in their bases because they can't look at you and tell you doing you, but you leading that lady 1000% in swing out. But that's because their instructors are not solid, and everybody who call themselves an instructor are not instructors. I don't know why we approving those messages. I don't know why we don't go and have a hissy fit when they put these flyers out talking about give me $25 to teach you musicality, and then they get on the dance floor and we sitting there like, is this salsa? Is this West Coast? Is this Chicago stepping? Is this Houston two-step? They doing all that in one dance. And they learned it at one workshop, period. So that's the problem. The instructors are the problem, straight across the board.
Okay, I'm looking at some of the comments. How's it going, Miss Laurie? How's it going? Again, Monica, I see you. You were speaking about it being a Levert and what have you, Marcus over there in Arlington. But it was another place as well. I remember Marcus, and they was in the hot box.
Marcus, Marcus was dynamic.
Oh man, he was cold.
That guy was dynamic.
Right, we lost him.
He was West Coast, and he was he definitely let you know this is what I do, West Coast.
Right.
Once again, he separated. He knew how to separate the two.
Right. Okay. Dynamic in his dance. Well, I was looking at Dominique. He was saying that they're not doing West Coast. He's saying that is not West Coast. What is your what would you say about that? The more, I mean, for me, when they do that sway and what have you, or that roll, and then go back into the dance, for me, I'm thinking that's West Coast. Is it not? I'm not sure.
No. Let me say this. I'm trying to be good right now, right?
No.
I have to agree. I have to agree with a lot what Honey Likes is saying, right? And
okay,
I don't want this to be, again, of nobody being bashed, but when things start happening, the dance start looking unrecognizable, right?
Right.
And the thing of it is, when I do West Coast, I know I'm doing West Coast. I know that I'm doing an anchor action or something like that. Mm-hmm. People who don't understand anchor action is not doing West Coast, but yet they want to think they're doing it because, you can add it in your triple steps and do this move. No, you can't. 9 times out of 10, people training people, and I go there, do a basic swing out, and they don't follow. And I'm like, okay, well, you're doing all these different other moves, but I can't even give you a transition and you're doing something else, right? And so this is where we got to fix that, right? And if people are being real, my mom always say, if you look at the instructor that you want to dance like, and one thing I looked at and I saw David and Sandra, I saw Dominique. Those are the guys that I went to and I was like, yo, I need my dance to be structured like that, right? Because both of those guys come from swing out, right? But I wanted my dance to be structured like them because they know how to lead from top to bottom. They understand the dance from top to bottom, right? And the thing of it is that people look at people and they want to get all this extra pizzazz, but you're giving them all this early, but they still don't even understand freaking connection. They don't understand framing. They don't even understand triple steps, but the dance is about triple steps. So yet you're taking out triple steps to coordinate something that don't even make no sense. So I call that choreography. So you're giving people choreography, but yet when they go out and dance with somebody, they can't, they're all over the place. So the thing of it is that I don't want to make it a bashing session, but the thing of it is, people, you know the people who's doing West Coast and you know the people who's doing swing out. And you also know the people who's trying to mash all this stuff together to come up with whatever it's supposed to be. But people also, you can't put that all on instructors because people have to also understand you make the choice of where you go. And one thing I always tell people, your instructors don't know everything. And if you got a good instructor who's green, you should always have an instructor who always learning, not only from people who are great, but also from old school and things like that. You got to have the knowledge. And if your instructors are instructors not getting that, then you need to find someone who is.
Can I comment?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to speak for those that are not on the live. So let's just talk about the West Coast for a minute. So
I can hear your accent now.
We have
y'all. She's from Louisiana. Okay, go ahead now.
we have people who West Coast swing and also DFW swing out, right, or whatever y'all want to call it.
Right.
So most people get together. Sometimes they actually do go out there in West Coast, right? And so those of us that don't know West Coast, we don't recognize when they have switched from swing out to West Coast, and we make the assumption that they're swinging out when they honestly are West Coast swinging. And so they have right, and they shouldn't have to announce that, oops, now y'all, I'm doing West Coast, I'm not swinging out. So that's just to defend them for a minute. Also, too, a lot of people, because now with me, Chicago stepping, I more or less now dance the dance and swing out. And so people look at me sometime and say, oh, you out here stepping. No, I'm not. If you know your basics, you know good and hell well, I'm still swinging out. I just know how to dance the dance now. Natural musicality, not somebody who acting like a robot, right? And so I just wanted to make sure that I say that for the people that's not on here and not able to defend that. Now, for these instructors and people going to different instructors, my thing of it is I go back to we're not coming on these platforms being honest with people. Like I called out, and I'm sorry I'm on y'all platform, but I said everywhere I go, people go to Jay's camp and they teaching garbage, and nobody calls them out. I am the only one that will come on here and say that they are over there teaching macaroni and cheese, spaghetti, and mixing all that up, and then calling it swing out. But then we got instructors that'll put them on their event and let them teach somebody. What the hell just happened? And then I go ask the question, because I'm that person. Why are they on your flyer? Why are they coming to your event? Because they got followers. Now we got a problem. So if you are putting them onto a event, a big nice event, and you telling people them the instructors you got, you co-signing that the crap they doing is correct.
Wow.
We know it's not correct. People looking at me crazy when I say y'all need to stop going camping. I'm gonna call it when I see it. Period. And don't care who don't like it.
Wow.
Right. So again, Ms. Honeylocks, so I can get a definite understanding about what is it that you don't like about that style, or that style of teaching, or what have you. What is the difference? What differentiate that from like the markers, Dominique? What is the difference?
So I'm just gonna state the facts. When you see their students dancing, you can't look at their students and go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. They have an extended count for the whole dance. I'm sorry. Where is the foundation of DFW Swing Out? If I don't see the foundation in your dance, you're not doing the dance. Okay. The other thing that is a fact, other than that, they are teaching them so-called musicality. I don't understand how you going to teach somebody musicality. They out there doing a damn routine, and it goes back to what you guys said. You give the lady one thing to follow, and she doing something different. That goes back to that back leading. Now, that's hijacking the dance. That's called I went camping, and I was told when I feel something in the music, I should just do what it is I feel. Okay, what did God tell you to do, Miss Ma'am? You out there doing what it is you want to do because your two inexperienced instructors told you that you could do that. So they're teaching a style. They are teaching a dance style instead of labeling it as such. They're still telling people that they're teaching swing out, and then these people come out dancing. They dance great with each other. Oh, it is a sight. I love the post of one couple when they're dancing together all the time, because they're a couple. They look amazing to me when they dance. And I always hard to post because I truly do like it. But when you take them and separate them and put them with somebody else that's not going camping, they look totally crazy. Why do they have all these pauses and stops in the damn dance? I danced with one guy that's going over there. I stopped in the dance. I say, sir, what the hell happened to your dance? I mean, I just had to say it because I was like, I can't follow this. I've been stepping. If you don't lead me and swing out, I can no longer swing out because you're now out here doing stepper moves. How are you doing stepper moves? Because your instructor took one step in class. He took one West Coast swing class. He learned a move from each one of them class, and then he mixed up some gumbo and told y'all y'all were doing musicality and swing out. So that's why I feel like I feel, because you got these same students out there. They honestly think they are dancing. They think they got it going on. I sit and watch. Well, I used to watch the videos when people would drop them in my inbox, but then I guess they got tired of me talking about them and they blocked me, but I still talk about them because until they stop that foolishness, I'm going to continue to talk about them. But everybody else won't speak out on it. But then they get their students, like Twin, we talked today, and you were like, okay, when a student go to a class, let's use Dominique as an example, because we talked about it. If a student comes to Dominique's class and Dominique is showing them their basics, and the student is messing it up and he's correcting the student. And I said, it's only so much Dominique can do, because Dominique gonna correct that student in his class, because Dominique not gonna have you in his class doing gumbo, right? But right after class is over and it's open floor dancing, that same student, he done spent 2 hours showing their correct basis, get themselves right out there and do gumbo.
Mm.
Let me say this. I'm gonna piggyback what she said. So she's saying that a lot of us don't really say anything, and I'm gonna tell you why a lot of us don't say anything. A lot of us have brands, right? Honeylocks, she's free to say whatever she say. She ain't got a brand, right? So she can say what she got to say, right?
I do have a brand. My brand is Honeylocks in 92. I just don't have a dog in the fight.
Exactly, but the thing of it is, when you got a brand like dancing, right? The thing of it is that you can't get into the extra, right? Like we see things, right? But again, we're trying to. The whole thing is we're trying to just bring things together some type of way. Can everybody meet up and be like, hey, this is the way it needs to be done, right? And and this is the key. No egos need to be brought into it, right? Because there's a lot of egos and everybody think that, well, this is what we do. But at the end of the day, you see the dance that you're providing, right? Just like me, I want to make sure again that I'm providing a good dance because I want to build great social dancers, not competition dancers, great social dancers where anybody can dance with these dancers. And that's the thing that we're missing in the dance, right? There's no reason why one of my female students can't dance with one of y'all twins and have a good time. There's no reason one of my male leads can't go lead someone in old school and have a good time, right? That's the thing we got to get back to. All this, the extra stuff that's happening in dance, it has to stop. Now, I do agree that people could add their creativity, but some of it is crazy. But the goal is to, and again, I have to watch what I say because I do have a brand, and I'm not on here to bash anybody, but I want us to get to a point like, come on, y'all, let's get this dance right? Because this dance, I love it. When I first learned this dance, I fell in love with it, right? And this is the reason why I went into other dances. So when people, and I'm gonna say this, when people got to a point where, I don't swing out no more, I step, or I West Coast, or I did this. Swing out was the reason why you got introduced to all these other dances. So let's make that clear. Swing out was the reason you got introduced to stepping. Swing out was the reason you got introduced to Houston two-step or West Coast, right? But your structure and everything came from swing out, because if you didn't, you wouldn't know about anything else. So we want to make that clear. So my first love is always swing out. So that's why I will always give my energy, time, dedication, blood, sweat, and tears to swing out, because it deserves to be on a pedestal just like any other dance, man. And I want to make sure that swing out has a good representation when we out here in these other states dancing. That's the main thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man, we love it.
With that, I want to read some of the comments, and so we can have an audience participation as well.
Yes.
Kamitra, Missy Pooh, this is what she says. She says, this is how I can't speak for anyone else, but that's why I stopped coming out due to the dance drama with how people dance. Not worth it, and no one has 25, 50, 75, 100 to dance. It's all for show. Oh, she talking about paid. I guess she's talking about money. It's all for show. It's all for show to me. Nothing about dance. Who can top who? It's sad.
Let me say something on that. And I know Kamisha, she's one of the SSFD students. We haven't seen you in a while though. So y'all have to understand, a lot of people talk from past experience, right? But one thing Honeylocks said that we talked about on her podcast, where you have to be strong in dance communities, right? There's no dance community out here that everything's just gonna be all glitter and stars and stuff. Everything comes with some type of drama. But one thing I would never let happen, I would never let people take me away from something that I love to do. I would never let someone take me away from that. So we have to understand also, everything is not about, oh, who's the best and 7,500. I ain't never, I charged, $7 for years in my class. It's not about the money. Nobody's getting rich. I got to still work to keep my life going. But the thing of it is, people got to get out of that too, thinking, oh, it's a show, it's this and that. We're all human, right? None of us is perfect. We all got people that we like, and sometimes we got people we don't like. Do things happen in family functions? Yes, it do, right? And that's the same thing Honey Lock said, but we still come together when we need to come together. Just like when Mr. Jarrell, RIP, when he passed, the family came together. When J3 going through his cancer, Swing Out came together. So we know how to come together as a family. So I need people to stop giving this false narrative that everything is so bad. It's not. Do we have shit that happens? Excuse my language. Yes, we do. But when it's time to come together, we come together. That's family.
Yeah, you doing all that cussing. Watch out for your brand.
No. I cuss a little bit now. I worked on it.
You know what? People always make the comment about the brand, and I get that. I think more or less when you are protecting your brand, you're careful about offending people, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yes.
And you're not teaching this, you're not teaching that, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. Now, for a brand, and I will speak, Dominique has always been clear about what he teaches, what he teach. When I was at the lab, the real lab, with a little bit in J3, the real lab, they would be clear about this is what we're teaching. Oh, you did not learn that correct in your class. They spoke freely about that. They spoke openly about that, and that did not tarnish their brand. I think we've gotten confused on what can tarnish your brand and what will not tarnish your brand. Telling the truth will never tarnish your brand. Now it's going to piss people that's going to support other people, but they're going to do that regardless. You don't want them people anyway. Now, if we're just chasing a dollar, yeah, we're going to sit around and be quiet and hope people come to our event, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But at the end of the day, you should want people that want to be there. You shouldn't want the gumbo at your event. It's quite a few Swing Out events. I'd be like, oh, hell no, I'm not going to that. No, I'm not going to do that with them. Like, and I'll use the example on Thursdays. Y'all see why I go on Thursday night? What I say, I don't want to be in there doing that with them all night. I'm going to go over here, dance me a nice, smooth dance all night long, and then I'm going to go home. If I go over to the other spot, I got to fight with gumbo in there.
Right. Yeah, I want to ask you, do you think sometimes some of those students join into those classes by them not knowing what they joining into? They just become a part of it? Because, I always use the school education program is us going to the sugar bowl to get sugar out of it. But when we taste it, it's salty. So, do you think most of the time they go into those classes thinking they going to get something out of it, but they got something else that they don't know because they don't know what they don't know?
It's been so many people. That's why I speak out on it. I kid you not. It's been so many people that come to me and say they would come to the lab and they'd be like, nobody never told me this. My teacher ain't tell me that. Why didn't they correct me? Why do they teach it like this? Why do they teach it like that? And as bad as people think I am, I just tell the truth. I say, they think what they're teaching is correct. And I always talk about Jay's Camp because I feel like I feel about them. I really do. But at the end of the day, they think that crap, what they're doing is the right way. They really do think that they're teaching people musicality. They think that they are making a difference in the dance. And like I say, half of that was because, like I say, somebody put one person on a damn pedestal, let her have a workshop. She brought dude along. And from then, they now have a platform to teach whatever it is they want to teach. And they have a desire and an urge, from what I see, to be different. Like DeMarc said, we dance different. Well, they didn't take the words per se. They took his words and they turned it into action. They really dance different. It is not Swing Out. It's what I call no out, right? Yeah. So I think they're not maliciously putting poop into the dance community. I think they're doing it thinking they're doing a good thing for the students, thinking they're giving the ladies footwork, thinking they're giving them parents and the guys
Right.
ways to move their body. They just were never solid in their damn basics to where they can explain to people you still can have musicality within the dance, but your basics still need to be able to be seen so somebody know what dance style you're doing.
Yeah, I think, when me and Twin was giving instructions, we always would tell them, we can't teach you how to dance. You already know how to dance because of your skin color. We already know that. But what we can do is we can show you the pattern that has been put forth for this particular dance called swing out. And with that, I want to say that I remember back in Jack London days, if y'all ever been to Fort Worth, back in Jack London days with Lady Coco and her teaching experiences, I remember they had a paper going around where it showed you different, you know what I'm saying? They wrote it out. They wrote out the different steps that you take. It was a list. And I really think that was very innovative. And I think that's probably what, D-Love, what we're asking or what we're seeking is a certain standard. And that particular standard was put on paper. Me, myself, I approve of it. I've seen it and it worked.
Right. Yeah. And I'll try and get it to you, D-Love. I think I have it somewhere.
You have one? Man, that's a whole piece of paper.
Look at
it. You don't turn brown on the edges.
Look at it.
Yeah, and so not only that, so again, I think the most important things is that we as instructors, we get together and have some type of base so that we can make sure that these newcomers and whomever's in the dance community can understand the base, whether they get it or not, because we know it's muscle memory. And a lot of times it's hard to kick those bad habits. But again, hey, but we're here to try to make that difference. Again, thank you guys for what you do.
Man, the honesty, man, I love it. I love it. I love the honesty. And also I love the fact, D-Love, that you respect other instructors, because I said earlier today, some people have been told a lie and they take that lie and they transfer it to somebody else, but it's just misinformation. They don't know that it's a lie. You follow me? It's just misinformation that they transfer, but turns out to be a lie. So a lot of things, we use that example of somebody whispering in your ear, and by the time it get to the other, all the way around the room, the sentence has changed. Mm-hmm. And this is where I'm viewing the swing out community. The sentences are changing, but they changing at every corner that it get to. We got different corners that's happening. And, another thing, I do respect the fact that you actually know and show the difference between swing out and West Coast.
Right.
It is very imperative.
Yes.
In the community in which to know this. And if, like yourself, if you can illustrate that, then I think we all should be able to illustrate it, and we've come on one accord. And I would like to learn West Coast. You follow me? I would like to learn stepping. But the reason why I haven't, and I did it purposely, because I wanted, this is Red Bull speaking, I wanted to stay and make sure that swing out survived.
Yes.
The original swing out survived, and I'm going to illustrate it, and until I feel safe enough to step, to something different. Mm-hmm. And I step, y'all didn't get my joke. Step
I got you. Okay. So I'm gonna say this, and this is the one thing that I always try to tell my students, right? If you have a sentence, right, and people want to do musicality and all this stuff, right? If you got a sentence that's run on, you have to know where to put your commas in, right? You have to place your commas in the correct place. If you don't, then the sentence doesn't make sense, right? So the thing of it is that people thinking that they can add things when they can add things in the music, and the music ain't even saying that, right? The one thing that always been taught, the music will always move you, right? The music moves you, whether it's Frankie Beverly and Mays, whether it's Usher, whether it's anybody. One song that I really love, I love the freaking Gladys Knight and the Pips. One of their songs, I love it. They play all the time. Something where people dream or something like that, whatever it is.
Listen, that's the general. That is awesome.
When I hear that song,
something about love. Still believe in love.
Something like yes. But when I hear that song, it takes me on a journey, right? It takes me on a journey, so it makes my dance move differently, right? So the thing of it is, let's say I dance to that song 3 times. I promise you, every 3 times I dance to that song, it's going to be different. Because I'm always going to hear something different in the music. That's what people don't understand. That's where musicality comes, right? Because you're always going to hear something that you didn't hear the first time that I can add it in here now, right? So people really have to understand that. But the thing of it is that I want to get to is this. I really just want to see this dance do what it do. And I want to see this dance live on forever, right? So the thing of it is that I think by us getting things together and finally making this dance grow and do what it do, now we can really show these people, the other people, what swing out is about. Because when steppers see swing out, they want to do it. When West Coast sees swing out, they want to learn it. People see it, they want to learn it. But we have to get to a point of, this is the 6 basic moves. This is what it's called. This is the history of the dance. And let's move forward. Period. Point blank. I'm just on another level, man. I'm not here to bash people. One thing I love about Honey Locking, we had our little time too. But again, one thing that I love about her though, she speaks her mind. And even when we talked and we made up, one thing I talked about, I respect the fact you're real, because I'm the same way. The difference in me is now I've gotten to a point in my dance where people see me and they're booking me from going to different places out of town and things like that. I have to watch how I move now, right? So if people say, oh, well, he's negative, he's bash, we don't want him there, that's what's going to happen. So I have to move different. But one thing I do respect is people who are being real. And sometimes when hopefully people see that and be like, you know what? Let me see what's going on, right? Because as an instructor, I will always tell people we value their dollar. And if we can't get you somewhere, we're going to send you somewhere where you can get it. Period. Right. And if we can, exactly. So the thing of it is, we just got to get to let's grow this dance, y'all. This is 2026. Man, it's 2026.
Yeah, because what we also want to bring about is the music, right? The style of dress. We want to be able to, again, get an understanding of all aspects of this dance, the venues, all of that.
That's what I was about. About to make a suggestion.
Yeah, so we want even the price and the cost of it. I'm one, D, you can find me just about everywhere, right? Because I support, right? And so my thing is, hey man, I'm always thinking about price, because some people only go out once a month. You know what I'm saying? I go out at least probably 5 times a week, right? Yeah. But again, real talk, should men work the room? We need to know about all these different things, man. And we're going to again have another show.
Decline a dance.
All of that.
The certain decorum that need to be formed as well.
In the community as well. Like I say, a lot of the music I'm not pleased with. But hey, man, we're going to make sure that they'll be on the show. Of course, we're going to invite you guys back. Again, we're here, family. The best life ever. What we love. We laugh.
And we learn.
We learn how to live our best life together, man. Listen, I told y'all, man, we were going to bring on the best. And of course, again, we deliver.
Bro, what get better than best?
Man, listen, man, it don't get no better.
Just the word better.
Well, I'm saying, of course, again, family, we delivered. We got, you know what I'm saying, Miss DeMark, right? Say it again.
DeMark.
Yes, man. Again, I've been saying Demeric all this time.
A long time.
But again, best and believe, I've been saying some good things about DeMarc, right? But again, family, you know what I'm saying? We got
love.
Yeah, there's Honey Locks as well. You know what I'm saying? Miss 92, bringing her truth, and DeMarc bringing his expertise in this thing we call Swing Out. Man, thank you guys again so much for
the dance community, period.
Right.
He does, and she do different type of dance styles.
Exactly.
And you know, just one of those things. With that, bro, I want to employ. I say, just act like it's your hobby and your job. That's what I call employ. That we start getting together, and we start going from venue to venue, because these venues have to also survive as well.
Right.
And so if we all get together and we start say, hey, we're going, you know, to Arlington, you know what I'm saying, this week. We're going to Dallas this week. We're going to Fort Worth this week. We're going to Grand Prairie that week. And we all start getting together, and because that the coming together will only show the conglomerate.
Yes. Yeah.
You follow me? That's the support. The support. You follow me? And that was only show how we're getting together, is the fact that we move together.
Yes.
Like family.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, so let's start doing that, looking into some of these venues may be in some trouble. You follow me? And we could start doing what we have to do to support them. You know, if we don't do it but once a month for each venue, you follow me?
Right.
And that's just basically what I want to bring to the table.
All right. Again, family, we're here doing our due diligence. Of course. Hey, man, Gary King, Seegers, you name it. Of course, we got Jerry Palmer, all of J. Cole. We're not gonna forget about you,
man,
and of course,
Lady Coco,
all of you guys, man, Dominique. I remember Dominique saying, "Twin, man, y'all doing the same thing I'm doing, man. I just done perfected it, right?" But hey, man,
y'all definitely got to get Dominique on this platform, y'all. Listen,
right?
Get Dominique on this platform.
Yeah, and some of the DJs as well. I want to bring on. And hey, man, again, D, thank you so much, man, for joining us. And of course, the feminine energy, man, we love that feminine energy. Brother, we love that feminine energy.
It's all in the chest. It's all in
the heart. You know what I'm saying? Thank you again for blessing us with your presence as well, family. Hey, we're here doing what we do best, man, and that's bringing and presenting those individuals. Hey, man, we put the good with the good. You know what I'm saying, to make things better.
Great.
You know what I'm saying? So this is what we're about. Again, we want to thank our guest, our celebrity.
Man, we're simply the paparazzi.
Our celebrity guest for joining us tonight. Again, make sure that you like, share, and follow the ZiRocks Twins social media. That's ZiRocks.
Starts with a Z.
Starts with a Z and ends with a Z. I mean, we talking about make sure comments. We're going to go back and revise the comments. We're going to make sure that you, if you want to be on the platform or what have you, if you know someone that needs to be
on the platform.
Hey, man, we know that you have a story, you have a business, you have resources, you have something that needs to be highlighted. You know what I'm saying? On the ZiRocks Twins Celebrity Show, the best live ever. Bro, we always in. So, hey, man. Oh, of course, man. Listen. How did we find you guys? We need a recap. And how we find you guys. Of course, Mr. We're gonna let the feminine energy, you know what I'm saying, bow in first. Of course, we are going to give her and pay her the homage of being such a lady. Tell us how we find you, and give us a recap of what you did, whatever that needs to be said. Let us know, and let's bow out this thing.
Well, everybody know they can find me at Honey Locks on Facebook. That's pretty much easy for them. They find me however it is they find me. Only thing I do want to add is that this dance is not for punks. You got to have tough skin. Don't let nobody steal your joy. Keep coming out dancing. I done broke up with everybody in the community, and we done got back together, right?
Yeah.
So, and I just stopped dancing that one time. So I just want to give encouragement for those who feel like it's too much mess and drama in the community. That's their mess and their drama. As I always say, that ain't my business. So let it not be your business, and keep dancing and keep coming out.
All right, that's awesome.
All right, Big D, man. D Love, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man. Again, thank you so much, man. As you bow out this thing, man, tell us what's on your mind and how to find you.
All right, man. You can find me on Facebook also under DeMark. Check my resume, love. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok under The Blueprint. You can also catch me next week on my podcast, Behind the 8 Count, where we're going to talk about real crucial things in swing out, to try to make this dance better. And yeah, you can catch me on Sundays in Farmers Branch at my dance class from 4 to 6 at Kambala Dance Studios.
Hey man, tell us a little bit about the show. What time is that?
I'm actually going to do it at 7 o'clock. Everybody's been in my inbox. I was just doing it for fun, but I got over close to 1,000 comments and everybody enjoyed. But my goal is just to help people understand the dance, but also bring the dance together, try to grow it and repair it. That's the goal.
All right, man. Again,
broken up, huh?
Hey, man. Again, big ups to our producer, DS Sounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Derek Simmons. Y'all make sure y'all look him up as well. Thank you again for making such a platform.
Man, it's awesome.
Hey, man, your investment into the Xerox Twins is much gratifying.
Yes.
And again, much needed. Not only that, hey, y'all know that I dedicate this show to my loving daughter, my beloved daughter, Tonisha Danae Harris. You know what I'm saying? Lost again to domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? Hey, family, again, make sure you like, share, and follow all the Xerox Twins social media to subscribe, comment, right? Whatever it takes, like, share, and follow. Y'all make sure that y'all do that. Tap us on the shoulder, send us a kite or whatever to
Put
be
a
on the
message
show.
in the bottle, baby.
Again, to be on the show, you know what I'm saying? He don't dance well and show can't sing. But again, hey, bro, how we in this, man? How we get out of this thing?
We
man?
always get out this thing. You want to give a shout out to anybody that's on?
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean,
that before we get out of here.
Again, Gary King, man, much love and respect, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing what
Janet.
you're doing. Jeanette, Dominique, of
Miss
course. Hey, man, we're looking for you to be here, Dominique, and what have you.
Williams, she's been following us for a long time.
You know what I'm saying? Monica,
Yes,
of course.
We got Nicole on here.
And what have you.
Tracy.
Hey, family, man, again.
Cheryl.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
again, bro, you got a lot of them yours, man. What you doing over there?
Through, man.
Again, family, much love and respect, bro.
Man.
Hey, man, how do we end this thing, man?
Man, we always end our social media with be humble, become more knowledgeable. That way you won't be vulnerable.
And I always say, we all we got. and we all we need. Love and become lovable. All right, family, next week, again, best live ever. What we love, we laugh. And we learn how to live our best life Wednesday nights, every Wednesday. Again, thanks again, family. Again, thanks so much for joining us. Again, much love and respect.
So next time.
You think it's me? You're gonna sleep on?
Yeah. You got it. Tim, did we miss out on it?
That's Tim. Uh-huh. D, you got us?